You had a chance to check your pitch against the piano, Kurt? Explain to some stranger back there. What could you say was the most difficult part? Okay, dynamics. Oh, you got it. Holding the breath. I think that's number one priority for me. No, I'd like to try something. I'm going to ask that maybe you stand. Good. Okay, stand up. All right, I'm going to take the chair away. And I'm going to remind you that the audience, Kurt, is out there. So you have to project your sound out there. Now, while this is a piano dynamic level, it's not as if you were playing piano dynamic level in the band with 20 other clarinets in the band. This is just one person playing a solo dynamic level. So I think you could play play out a little bit bolder, if you would. And would you try that for me? And just make the sound bounce right off of those cabinets back there. More. More. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I want more. More. Oh, okay. I really want you to fill up that instrument. I want you to imagine there's a rubber glove on the bell, and that if you blow the air all the way through for every note, the fingers in that rubber glove are going to go, hi, Kurt. Okay? They're going to fill up. Good. More. 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 Okay. That is the biggest difficulty with this piece for you, I think, is getting enough air to circulate through that clarinet and just filling your instrument. May I see? Breathe. Okay. What strength reed is that, please? Good. You shade it down then? You have a scraper? Yeah, I used to use a fingernail file for mine because it was nice and flat in the clarinet case and I didn't have to worry about it. Would you play that note for me? And the free. Go, do it again. Go. Do it again. Do it again. I want you to take a breath and then play the note. Oh, yes? Okay. Did you hear the difference in that? Did you hear the difference in the sound?
A little bit.
Okay. I sometimes feel like there's so much air and so much music inside you that you aren't taking a breath so you can project it through the clarinet. Okay. Technical facility, very good. A couple of times rhythm got off, but that's not easy to avoid with Bach because he does get a little technical in terms of some of these rhythms. But I'd like for you to tape record this for yourself, just the solo line. Tape record it and then listen to what you are sounding like, because it seems to me you've got some really good sound going there. Okay, but I just want more of it. I want to feel you fill it up and get that clarinet sounding a little bolder. Thanks very much, Kurt. I enjoyed hearing you play this morning.
Okay, nice background.
Charles, switch instruments. Please. Have Arthur too.
My name is Greg. This is Jessica, Charlie, and Kurt. I work from Dartmouth High School.
Nice solo.
Two with Kurt on the bass line and I are eighth graders in this year.
What a nice big full sound. Isn't it a lovely sound that they get as a clarinet ensemble? And that's the beauty of the clarinet. It's because you're using a lot of air, you get a big sound. Especially you, I'm really impressed with your sound of bass clarinet because you realize he has to come up with twice as much air to be able to sound like you guys. And the bass clarinet will sound kind of dull and dead if you don't give it enough air. You're getting a nice lively sound to it, so that's beautiful. Let me just, at the tempo that you just played, let me take the last two bars, but I want you to hold those notes full volume this time. You're going up this fast. Okay, and I will cut you off each note. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you see how it was longer?
Yeah.
Notes were longer. You were robbing those notes a little bit of time, so you owe us. Okay, you're stealing some of our notes, so it just makes it more. It makes it sound a little bit more like an ending, and it's like kind of nice. That might help with it. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I would probably do it just a little bit faster. Maybe not that fast, and there's where your research would really come in. I'll bet you this has a tempo marking on the original Beethoven if you found it. He's,
6/8.
I know, but I mean tempo, not time. Not time, tempo. So that would be like, it might say andante, it might give you some clue there, and then if you do even find a recording, do you think that this was written for 4 clarinets originally? No. Probably written for strings. For string instruments or something like that. So you can probably find this someplace if you wanted to research it. Might make it a little less painful too because it is a little harder to keep on the slow tempo for this one. Okay, a couple of other things I wrote. Nice legato. I love the way you hold things out full value and the way, I mean, except at the end there when I pointed it out, but everywhere else you're just playing real big fat sounds and everything like that. I think you need to sit down and plan and mark your breathing. Amazingly enough, he needs the most air because he's playing the bigger instrument. But a lot of times you all took a breath and he didn't need one and kept playing through it. So I would go through and find the best places to. There's some places that are obvious and you all were breathing together. There's other places where you all took turns breathing kind of wherever you wanted to go. Let's see if I can find a good example that we can fix right now. I just heard more and more of this type of thing. Dum, 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 dum. That's too many breaths. It should be dum, 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 dum. Right there would be the place to take a breath, somewhere like that. So, go through the music, maybe with your teacher, and figure out where the best places are to phrase. Take your breath there, and then jump into the next phrase after that. And make sure you all breathe together. Just because you're a show-off and you want to show off that you can hold your breath longer than everybody, doesn't mean that you can. I'm just teasing you, but you know what I mean. It means you still have to take a breath. If they all take a breath, you have to take a breath. If he takes a breath, not all the time, but most of the time, you guys all have to take a breath. Okay. It's easy for string players; they don't have to breathe. But they have to do bowing. They have to go down, up, down, whatever they're going to do, and they all have to decide that. That's their problem. Our problem is we got to decide where to breathe on a piece that's probably written for strings. Pretty tough. Congratulations, that was a really great performance.
Thank you.
Yes.
So what is that average out to? You're right, you need to hear from, you know, and it's all about connecting with
Recital. We have about an hour and a half of wonderfully prepared music students that have performed at Solo Ensemble Festival. And even though they've practiced this since October, when it comes to this night, I'm just imagining Clarinet Quartet, Ricco, Stryker, Kurt Chong, and Justin Taylor, and they're playing bagatelle and amplified.
you guys. Really, really well done. Thank you very much. Greg Stryker. Greg is going to be performing a clarinet solo on stage. He was chosen to play in California Music Educators Honor Band this year. He's been playing clarinet 40 years and studying privately with Fred Rast. Three clarinets and one bass clarinet. They received a superior rating at the Solo Ensemble Festival. And it's Greg Stryker, Charlie Ricco, Jessica Taylor, Kurt Chong, and they all happen to study privately with Fred Rast. And they put this quartet together. It's very, very good. know this takes a lot of courage to get up there and do this in front of all of these people. Next we have Lauren Grippenstraw, and she won a command performance at the Solo Ensemble Festival. She has won command performance 3 years in a row, first in 6th grade, or I know she's won 3, but I know she won 1 in 6th grade too. She also made all-state band for flute, so she's one of 12 flutists from the whole state of California to play. She plays with the California Youth Symphony, their flute quartet, and has auditioned for the California Youth Symphony and the San Jose Youth Symphony. So she's really a dedicated flute student, and I think she's going to go very far. And I'm glad she's only in 7th grade.
Thank you.